Hello everyone, it's AuroraTenebris. In today's video, I'm gonna explain how you can finish the Festival of the Four Winds annual achievement. It's the Four Winds custom one. It's pretty simple. You need to finish some events in Crown Pavilion and some events in Labyrinthine Cliffs. And yeah, the ones below the Effigy extinguisher, all of these are in Crown Pavilion. And yeah, I'm gonna explain in detail, but there are more than half of the annual achievements in the Crown Pavilion. And I'm gonna show you a fun fact about the Crown Pavilion now. So we are in Divinity's Reach, and as you can see, this will be always here. It's just, it won't be accessible during any time when there is Four Winds, Festival of the Four Winds event. So we can actually get into the Crown Pavilion using this location. It's so fun. So I'm just gonna jump down and we are in Crown Pavilion. And I'm gonna start explaining how you can do the annual achievements in the Crown Pavilion. And I just want to show you that we are just still dropping down. Yeah. Yep, that's it. And now I'm gonna start explaining how you can do the annual achievement. And now that I can finally find a place to record this one, I didn't know you can stand on these. Let's talk about the annual achievements in the Crown Pavilion. So the Crown Pavilion ones are pretty easy, and there are a total of 6 bosses, which I can show them. So the arena is split into 6 sections. There are 6 different types of mobs in each of the sections, and there are 6 bosses. Once you fill this boss blitz preparations, there will be boss blitz meta event, and you need to kill 6 bosses at the same time to get gold reward chest, which will be this one. And there are some daily stuff that you can get, the bronze and silver ones. And if you can't kill it on time, you'll drop the silver, but with the power creep you can usually make it on time if you don't leave the Sparkus at the end, because it's pretty hard to deal with other stuff. Usually you want to leave the Pavilion at the end, but that's not what I'm gonna talk about today. So the achievements, annual achievements that we need to do for the main annual achievement one, Four Winds Customs, is the boss blitz meta bosses, legendary bosses. There are 6 of them, as well as the type of creatures like bandits, centaurs, destroyers, flame legion, white mantle, and pirates. There is one more, Ogres, which I'll show the locations at the end, but before white mantle we had to kill ogres. There are ogres in their place, so that's why we have sort of honorary ogres that we can kill during the boss blitz event. And actually it's available every time. The only problem is you can't do the Centaur Crusher during the meta event, because once the meta event starts, all of the centaurs will disappear, and there will be some centaurs running around where the gray is appearing. So every centaur in that place will disappear, and you have to wait for the meta event to end to kill your centaurs. So with just killing type of creatures and bosses, we'll get 13, and 13 is more than half of the ones that we need for the requirement of the Four Wind Customs. But there are a couple of more that you can do in the Crown Pavilion. One of them is boss blitz, of course, the meta event. If you finish the meta event, which will be getting after the preparations, and you need to donate some gold to the NPC, which will be around here somewhere. And after you finish the Boss Blitz event, if you get gold, you'll get 3 points for this achievement, for the progression. And if you get silver, 2 points. If you get bronze, 1 point for the Boss Blitz one. So you just have to do 3 gold and 1 more extra to finish the Boss Blitz one. It's pretty simple to do that one. I did this one on the first day, even without working for it. And before I move on to the Gauntlet part of the Crown Pavilion, I want to show you this new quality of life change, so that actually you can do the boss part, the legendary boss part, easily. So you just have to look which bosses are going down, and you can just go and hit them and get credit for hitting those bosses, so that you'll get the annual achievement. You don't have to do it, but it would be easier to finish if you are in a rush for some reason. And I also want to mention that, where is it? Yeah, like we have 6 legendary bosses, 6 type of creatures, plus Ogres 7, that makes 13, and this is the actual meta event, which will make it 14. And I'm gonna mention the Gauntlet later. As you can see, there are some arenas on top of the, yeah, here as well, where you challenge a contender. So you can just complete 15 of the, and there is of course the Raptor race in the, this one, Pavilion Pursuit. With this one you'll get 16, and you have to do 2 more after that. It's pretty simple, and with this quality of life change, it's so easy to actually get gold rank for each meta. It's pretty fun to do now that they added this stuff. And they added one more thing to Labyrinthine Cliffs, which I'll be mentioning when I get there. But it's so easier to finish the annual achievement, and it's so fun to do this sort of stuff now. Now that we talked about the bosses, these are the arenas that we can challenge a challenger to get the final one. This Gauntlet Contender one. All we have to do is, well, let me show you the, where is Fight Manager. There are a couple of options that we can select as a competitor. Some of them are easier than others, and after we select our competitor, we just have to talk with this ringmaster to challenge the competitor. And this one is pretty simple. We just have to kill the subject 7 and we are done. It's pretty easy for most of these actually, so if you just want to do the easy ones, you can just pick this one. This one is not a problem at all. Like, oh, I just have to... How did that get abstracted? Anyway, once it comes, yep, it'll stun and we got it. There are some pretty easy ones and there are some difficult ones. Difficult ones are usually these ones, the last group, and the... Well, if you're not trying for the achievement, this one is actually not that difficult. But yeah, you need to complete 12 of these, as you can see, to get the annual achievements. And killing the competitors once daily gives you bonus festival tokens. If you kill the same thing, you'll get just 1 token, so be warned. And yeah, that's all for the, well, the Gauntlet, the top part of the Crown Pavilion. And the final one I want to mention is this Ogres Trader. So, fun fact, before the White Mantle and the, well, this place existed, we had ogres in its plates, and we need to kill ogres. Like, you can see the ogres from here. I already marked the location of the ogres on the on the map. That's why I have commander tag on, by the way. The location is the circle or heart. These are the two locations that you can find ogres, and if someone kills them, you just have to wait for them to respawn. But this is where you can find ogres, and you need to kill 3 of them. Usually there are 3 ogres in these places, so you just have to kill either the ones near this campfire, and let me show you the other location real quick. Where is my... Yep, I'll be right there. And the other location is, like I said, at the heart marker. You can find them up above this ledge here, and all you need to do is kill these 3 ogres. They have 3 pets and 3 hunters. It's pretty simple to kill them. And after you kill the 3 of these, you'll get the Ogre of the Trader achievement for the annual achievement. And with this, it'll make 16. I always forget the race. 16 achievements in the Crown Pavilion. And like I said, you only need to do 18 if you do 2 more in the Labyrinthine Cliff, which I'll be mentioning next. You'll get the annual achievement, but all of them is so easy to do, so you just have to finish. You can just finish all of them, but if you don't want to finish all of them, you just have to do the Crown Pavilion ones. They are so easy. It won't take you that much of a time to finish the Crown Pavilion ones, at least. And actually, before I move on to the Labyrinthine Cliffs, there is this race that you can do. It's used to be a raptor race, but it's so much easier with the Warclaw now. And you need to finish the... I already showed this one. Actually, you need to finish the race 5 times. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna show you this location. I used to swap mounts. I used to dismount my raptor and swap the scale in this location, and now all I do is use my Warclaw to leap over these enemies, and the rest is pretty much the same. Like I said, I'm not gonna finish it, so yeah. Let's move on to the Labyrinthine Cliffs. Now that we covered everything in Crown Pavilion, I'm gonna talk about the stuff that we can do in Labyrinthine Cliffs. There is one more stuff that you can do outside of the Labyrinthine Cliffs. Is the Zephyrite Lost and Found. We need to find these lost kite boxes around Tyria, which I'll be showing at the end of the video, so no rush. But I want to talk about the races since we finished with the race in Crown Pavilion. We have 3 races in the Labyrinthine Cliffs, and the Skiff Sailor, which is the latest race that they added as an annual, is located right here near this location. Let me show it on the map. It's far south of the Labyrinthine Cliffs. We used to have this race even before this year, but they just added this race as an annual achievement to the 4-wing customs. The other 2 races that's located here is, one of them is here. It's still on the ground level, on the sea level. We just use our skimmer to move around this location. And the final one, which I'll be showing personally, is this one. You need to interact with this NPC, which hopefully will render soon. Anyway, it doesn't have to render, and yeah, and all you have to do is say, I'm going for speed, and when you press play, you'll just turn into a Doliac and pass through the checkpoints. I'm not gonna show you the entire race. I just want to show you that we need to use these aspects during the race and pass through the waterfalls and jump through the obstacles. It's pretty simple race. All you have to do is turn into a Doliac and finish the race. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you that one. And yeah, I'll now explain the Commodities Trader and finish it with Bundle Plunder because these two are connected together. And I'll explain them when the treasure hunt starts. But yeah, as I mentioned that one, I did say that we have new quality of life in Labyrinthine Cliffs as well. This is the upcoming events timer. The treasure hunt is the one we can finish the Bundle Plunder and Effigy Extinguisher, and I'll be explaining when we get to, well, in an hour apparently, when we get there. Okay, now let's talk about the Commodities Trader. It's a simple one. You need to open 20 separate boxes. Actually, you get a bunch of separate boxes when you finish these annual achievements, so you complete everything without looking at the just getting the 18 objective. If you finish everything, you'll get around 20, but if you want to open them before the annual achievements, this is the separate supply boxes. This is the supply box that we get for this festival. We have different types of rewards and bunch of infusions here. And if you don't want to wait for the annual achievements, you can trade with your materials for these NPCs. That was the metal one. This one trades leathers. This is something different. This one trades cloths. This one trades wood. And this is the one that I usually get because I have a bunch of research paper and there are some weekly limit for for this one. So I get 3 for that, and there is a 5 limit for 8. And after you get this one, there is no limit. You can get as many as you want. And I think according to the fast farming website, this one is the most profitable one because you spend 1 ectoplasm to get 7 Zephyrite supply boxes. I mean, you see my ectos. I can do it. Maybe I can do an opening later next week. But yeah, this is an option. And you just need, if you are just doing this for the annual, you just need to open 20 of them. It's so simple. And the treasure hunt is about to start. As you can see, it will start in 3 seconds. It's similar to casino event in Crystal Oasis. We are gonna collect loot bundles instead of coins in Casino Oasis. And once we collect 250 bundles for the annual achievement, we'll get the progression for the annual for the Forbidden Customs. And as you can see, it's a map-wide event. People are collecting loot bundles, and this is your contribution, which is 0. Let me contribute a little. And yep, as you can see, I collected 3 of them. 7, and I think I need 3 more to actually finish the annual achievement. Let's do that. Yep, and once I get the 250 of these, I will get the annual achievement done. So, as you can see, people are still collecting the loot bundles. This also counts towards the daily festival of the Traveler of the Four Winds. Each round counts 1, and after the instance collected more than the amount, it will go to round 2 and round 3, and these all will count towards, each round count towards this achievement separately. So 3 rounds will count towards the Traveler Performance achievements, and you'll get all 3 of the boxes. Anyway, the other thing that I want to mention, this is, like I said, like the casino event. We just have to collect loot bundles and progress to the second round and third round. And if we get the third round completed, we'll get an effigy, which we will extinguish with water balloons. It's at the top of the clip. I will show you that one too. And if we extinguish the flame effigy, we'll get another annual achievement, which will be the last one that we can get in the Labyrinthine cliffs. And yep, I guess I'll help them collect loot bundles. And this is a special achievement for collecting loot bundles. Oh, wait, and I want to show one more thing. You can exchange your loot bundles here. Treasure and reward vendor. I got most of the novelties. I usually get either this one or this one. It depends on how many I got. Oh yeah, and the water balloons I mentioned is there are more water balloons on top of this waypoint. Yeah, I'm gonna show the effigy after this one. And now that we finished round 3 successfully as an instance, we'll have a effigy spawn in a second. Yes, and this is a flame effigy. You can't use your original skills. You need to swap the water balloons that you see around here. There is a gear symbol on top of them, and I would advise you to target the effigy and aim at its hitbox, the red circle under it, because sometimes if you're aiming above, it doesn't count for some reason, but I think it's much better than it first came out, and the area is much larger. All we have to do is use water balloons to hit effigy, and after we decrease the effigy's health bar to 0, we'll get an achievement for the annual, and we just have to do this one once. Completing this event will still give you some minor rewards if you want to do it after the third round successfully completes. But yeah, this is the last thing that you need to do in the Labyrinthine cliffs. And there are a bunch of water balloons around here, as you can see. And yeah, after you finish killing the champion and successfully complete the event, you'll get the annual achievement for the effigy extinguisher. It's pretty simple, and this is the reward that you get if you successfully complete the event, so you should do it after you finish the third round. And I'm gonna move on to the final one that's outside the Labyrinthine Cliffs or Crown Pavilion. And for the final annual achievement, which is probably the most annoying one, but it's actually not that difficult. We need to find 30 kite baskets around Corteria. So the Corteria maps are they start from this place, including Ore and not Crystal Desert, and these Ascalon and Shiver Peaks mountains. Krita, Shiver Peaks, Ascalon. These include as Krita, but yeah, sorry, Maguma. These are Maguma, and these are Ore. These maps, there are some kite baskets. I actually like the ones in Queensdale because you can just do a quick route around Queensdale to get all of these. And there are around 10 of them, I guess. And you just have to go and interact with these kite baskets. There are sometimes daily for collecting 3 kite baskets, and I usually come open this one and move on to the one up on this hill, and there is one more behind them. It's pretty close. I usually do the Kite one because I do the event with a human, and if you click the portal scroll for the festival, it will get you to the outside your home city, which will be Divinity's Reach, and it is Queensdale. And after I get that one, there is one more here, and when you get the final kite basket, you'll get the daily, usually. If you want to continue to finish the annual achievement, just gonna move on to the next one, which is here, and move on to the next one, and next one, and next one. And I think there is Shadow Behemoth soon. Yeah, there are a bunch of kite baskets around, so you can just collect all of them to finish the final annual achievement, which is the Separate Lost and Found. And I don't think we have that one. Yeah, that one's not here. There are some specific achievements that you need to do in annual to actually get the Astral Acclaims, and this one is the one that we did before. Sorry, this one is the one that we did before where we collect coins, and this one is to open the boxes. These boxes. And yeah. Well, this is all there is to the annual achievement. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you find this one helpful. If you did, please like this video and follow for more videos. I'll probably do this. I'll probably open a bunch of these separate supply boxes and put it on YouTube to see if I'll get infusions or not. We'll see. And hope you liked it. And have a nice day. See you later on my next video.